What's up everybody, DrizzyPuffs here. I wanted to start an open discussion on how to make Nosgoth better. Again, this is an open discussion, meaning by all means add your own opinions in the comments below, whether you agree with me, disagree with me, or would like to add on to what I've said. Of course, they have their own update blogs on Nosgoth website, but there are some things I didn't see that I would like to have in the game, or some things that weren't explained in detail. First things first, the whole marketplace they have. I wanted to talk about that. I want to add that this game is one of the best free-to-play games out there, and it's not pay to win, but I am concerned on how everything is priced with the runes. Now, let's go over here and let's check out, the runes real quick. It's right now they're having a deal, I guess, but normally this would be $5, $5 USD for 1,000 runes, about $10 for 2,100 runes, $20 for 4,400, $40 for 9,200, and a whopping $80 for 20,000. Now, you do have a choice to buy these runes. By all means, you're not obligated to buy these. They only add to the game. They don't help boost a whole lot. I mean, in some ways you can say it helps boost your gameplay, but it doesn't necessarily make you better. You can very well do good with what they already give you in the game. So let's go with the equipment real quick. So these are on sale. We're not going to look at those. We're going to look at how much this this hunter weapon costs. Now, to rent it, I like this system a lot, renting it. Try it before you buy it. There is a whole gold system, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the runes. But yeah, I do enjoy the fact that you can rent weapons, some weapons, and permanently it's 700 runes to own this said weapon. So we go to the runes. So 700, it's approximately about like $3.50 to buy this one weapon. Now, to me that doesn't sound too bad. $3.50 for a weapon isn't too bad, and for like a primary weapon for the human side. Primary abilities, like secondary abilities, they drop 100 rune. They're about 600 to own. So they're about like $3 or so. I'm not really doing the math correctly, but this is just an approximate estimate. But yeah, and same with the vampires. Like, their special abilities are equivalent to primary weapons for the humans, as well as their secondary ability, which is 600, or their primary abilities and their secondary are $600 or runes. So with that whole market, like that whole market scheme is not too bad in my opinion. Now that is my opinion, of course. If you guys say otherwise, go ahead and say it in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinions. Perks, I haven't really gone really far depth into the perks. You do get daily perks. Let's go into right here. Every day you get a different perk, which is cool, but it's not really like the most the thing that, like, it's not the thing that I would actually like go for when I buy stuff, but it's about 640 runes, so about like $3.20 to own a perk. Not too sure about that. Now let's go to the classes. Now, of course, you can unlock classes with every time you level up about like 5 levels, you will get a class unlock. That's not too bad. With a lot of time invested, I have about like 40 hours invested in this game, and I unlocked the Vanguard, the Scout, and the Summoner with that time. I unlocked 3 classes for about like 40 hours. To me, that's not too bad, and I'm very close to leveling up another time to get another class, which I'm looking forward to. But let's look at the prices. It's 3,000 runes to buy a class. Now we look at how much the runes are. It's not $10 to buy to own a class. It's about $20 to get 4,000 minus 3,000. That's let's just say it's about like $15 really for each class, or $14 or $15. This is where I kind of disagree with that. I really don't think that a class itself should be worth $15. I mean, if you were to start clean and buy all these classes, you would actually have to go and purchase the $80, which is now $67, with the sale. Well, actually, it's because I have a voucher, but that's the reason why. But anyways, normal people like you, because you're a normie, it's $80. 6 times $15 is about $90. $90 for all of these. That's more than a normal video game. Like, you can buy GTA 5 and get a lot of content out of it for $60, but yet you are not expected, but it is about like $90 just to purchase all of these, excluding the sales. If you do get them on sale, then you're lucky, but beforehand, earlier, they did not have the sales, so people, I guarantee you a lot of people spent $90 on these classes. I'm not so sure if that would even be worth it, but I feel like I don't know, like I'd have to disagree with that. What do you guys think? I do enjoy the fact that you can get them after every 5 ranks. You can unlock 1 class, but when you get them, you're stuck with them. So I'm not so sure if that even is a good business practice, but that would be entirely up to you. Another thing that I don't like is the fact that they have like treasure boxes, and you'd have to buy a key. So 1,000 for a box would be $5. So $5 for every box, and it's about, you know, like $2. This is basically CS:GO at this point, where these are crates and these are the keys. It's cool. I actually don't mind that at all. I mean, it's the same thing as CS:GO, but there's no trading system. Like, you can, like, if you open this up, you have a chance of getting like rares or some other stuff. You can get skins that you can't buy. I don't mind that at all, and you can get like I don't even know what these are. I never really opened one of these, but you can get like some really rare things. You can get unusuals, like stuff that would be equivalent to unusuals. I saw like a tyrant with frozen hands, which is pretty cool. But there needs to be a whole trading mechanism, just like in CS:GO. There needs to be a market, an open market for other players, so that way they can trade and pay for certain things. I think that would be really cool. That's something that I would like to see. I did not see them talk about it in the website, the update website blog, but that's something I would like to see. Now, the rest of these, like the executions, like these are all aesthetic. They really don't mean anything. Like, you can get like a new execution, and you pay for that. I'm not so sure how I feel about that. And you can get banners as well with the runes. I wish that there was a way that you can like pay these with the gold that you get, but there isn't any. Like the only thing you can pay with gold is equipment and attacks, which I'm not really too salty about, as well as the perks. But with skins, again, like some certain skins, 2,400 for a skin, which is a little bit more than, it's about like 12 bucks basically for a skin. I'm not so sure how you feel about that, but again, me personally, I don't think they're really worth $12 just for a skin. That to me is ridiculous. Some of them are priced a little bit lower, some of them are priced a little bit more. I mean, they do look cool, they do look awesome, but I mean, seriously, like $12 to $15 for a skin? Man, that to me just doesn't seem good. Now, of course, like you can say, like, well, if they don't have these high prices, then anybody could really get them. I think that would be a good thing. Like, more, if these were priced down a little bit better, then more people would be more inclined to pay for this. Now, I'm pretty sure, again, like, people probably already paid for the $80 rune thingamajiggy for 20,000 runes, but me, I'm very frugal. I really don't like how these are priced, but everything else about the game is really good. Again, you can unlock these classes after every 5 ranks. The game is fun itself, so it won't take that long for most people, but there's no way to practice with these classes. There's no way to try them out, just like you can try out the equipment. Once you get them, you're stuck with them. And I would like a whole market for other players to trade stuff and to sell their own stuff. Like I might get something like right here. Like, I may not like this. Can I sell that skin? I think that would be kind of cool. But let me know what you guys think about that. Alright, let's talk about the matchmaking. Oh boy, the matchmaking. Currently, from my experience, the matchmaking sucks. In this game, there is no such thing as carrying the team. You are good based on how well your team is, or you're as good as based on the opposing team as well. Meaning, like, if you really have to try hard to beat the other team, then that means that you obviously got paired up with a good matchup. Either you will be paired up with bad teammates, or the opposing team is bad at the game. This seems to be a recurring thing for me, where I have one teammate running in the distance alone, trying to play Call of Duty when you're playing Nosgoth, or the enemy team are possibly playing with a controller with very low sensitivity. I feel that the matchmaking just finds a random group and goes from there. They really don't base the statistics off of how good you are, or I really don't know what they're basing it off of, but you will get a mixed bag of matchups. Recently, however, I had really close games, so I'm not so sure if they improved the matchmaking, but right now, I'm being hopeful. Now, speaking of matchmaking, I noticed that they are going to have ranked matches. They're calling it a tournament and whatever, but I wonder if they're going to use the statistics of my casual matches. Hopefully not, because about 20% of my matches were bad matchups. I would rather have a clean slate if I enter ranked. So if I fare well in a match, when I'm playing a ranked match, I will get immediately paired up with better players on the next game. And if they are too good, then slightly downrank me so I get paired up with slightly worse players. I think Ranked will be a great new mode for people like me who hates the RNG matchmaking in casual. Also, another thing is that people in-game disconnect or quit themselves. Just as a game is going to start, full roster and everything, once the map loads up, people drop out. I don't know if people get disconnected or they quit, but it happens often and it needs to be looked at. If people rage quit, there needs to be a temporary ban or something needs to happen. Some sort of punishment. And to the players who are on a lax team, meaning that they don't have any teammates to work with, they should get compensated, whether it's an XP boost or gold boost. But dealing with one or two less teammates equals insta-lose. You can't win, and it's no fun. And most of the time people don't quit either when they're lacking teammates, because that wouldn't be fair to the other team whom waited many minutes in a lobby to find one more person to play. Now, I don't know if there are a lack of players in Nosgoth, but it takes a long time to find games with full player rosters. I waited 20 minutes for one more person to join in a lobby. Fix this, or we need more people to play. Now, of course, that wouldn't necessarily be the developer's fault. The chat is somewhat confusing. Everybody shows up as blue, besides your own name. Each team should have their own color to help give a better visual indication or help your brain register on who is speaking. It's a small annoyance, but it can easily be added on the game. Even CSGO has a team color coordination. Now, I'm not sure if there are any class balance issues. As far as I can tell, everything feels fine, but if anybody thinks otherwise, please comment below. I have not unlocked any other classes as of yet, but so far things seem pretty okay. Again, guys, this is an open discussion, so if you feel the need to speak your mind, please do. These are things that I hope the developers address soon. I do in fact love this game. It has a great community. And a great lore. I am not sponsored, but that's about it for me. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to see more stuff like this. Anything really helps. Share and favorite this too. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out, everybody.